Okay, do you have a story about your worst tenant?
Oh, yes.
Well, let's hear it.
Yes. It turned out to be a great story, but it started out to be a miserable story. It was a manufactured home that I owned. The woman that we rented to, and we didn't go through the agency. This is one of those ones where we rented it ourselves. And we thought we did our due diligence, and we went to where she was renting and talked to the people there. And they said, oh, she's great and all the rest. We got her in. I think she made payments on time for about 4 months. Then she stopped paying. And she paid erratically. And it was constantly trying to get her to pay. Then I got to know one of the neighbors down there, and she said, she hangs out the window and sells drugs right outside the window. So I told the police, and the police had gone over a couple of times to try and get things to work out, and it was taking forever. And I just started the eviction process when I get a call from the management company down in Squally Pines. A friend of mine. Anyway, she called and said, John, you might want to come down here. She said, your manufactured home's on fire.
Wow.
So I get down there in time for, the smoke to be clearing. And the fire department was kind enough to let me in the house, and they were still dabbing out,
You should have left it burn at that point.
Well, you would think. I went inside. Basically, she had somehow she got the kitchen on fire first, and the heat melted a lot of stuff. Before, the floors in that place were not really level. They had a little warp to them. So I'm thinking, okay, let's see what happens. They busted. Why the fire department busted out all the windows, I don't know, but I appreciated it, So, I get a hold of the insurance company. The insurance company goes out. He looks at it and goes, it's total. So they cut me a check for $55,000. I'm looking at it going, well, it's not a total. To them it's a total. It's not a total to me. So I turned around and I had different contractors come in, put new roof, strip again. That's where I started my stripping out process. Literally strip everything down. We even changed a couple of walls, engineered to make sure they were good, but it opened it up a lot more. We made, the cabinets I brought in were, again, these cherry cabinets that were all started. I made double sinks in the master, another cabinet, changed the layout. It just turned out so well. Slow closed drawers. This place turned out dynamite. I put $70,000 into it. So bought it for $72,000. Had the fire, they gave me $55,000. Okay. Put $72,000 into it. Turned around and sold it for $230,000.
Wow, yeah, that's real estate for you.
So that's why I actually love manufactured homes.
Me too. Those are my favorite too. Yeah. I think that's the only way you get that 1%. I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible in town with a regular house. Maybe just the competition is too much. What do you think?
Well, it is. It's competition, not just from investors, obviously, but it's from first-time home buyers. They're not looking for anything expensive. They're looking for something inexpensive. The investors are, of course, looking for. Not all investors, of course, are looking for rentals. Now, if you can find single wides, there's nothing wrong with a single wide. Most people think there is.
No, there's nothing wrong, but you can't get financed. That's the only reason most people have the bad. Mobile homes have a stigma, and that's what makes you get a good deal.
That's right. Yeah, and here's the thing: you got to have some cash rich, or you have to have some hard money lender. Mm-hmm. And those are the ones that the investors come along and say, "Well, we're going to take them off." Like how I got that one for $35,000. They're only going to pay what the lot's worth. They're not going to pay any more. And so that's where I come in as an investor and say, well, I'll buy it from you, and I'll just fix it up and I'll rent it. And as long as you rent it out and as long as you cash out that note, if you ever want to sell, you become the bank.
Right.
You don't have to have them go out to a lender. You can become the bank.
Right.
Yeah.